How much should your engagement ring cost? So I suggest two things. Number one, you demand a 3-carat or above ring that ranges anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000. And if you can't do that, demand a ring the equivalent price of his car. That way, if he ghosts you, you can resell that item and get back some of that lost time and start over with a new man. If he cannot afford that, think about how can he be a stable future husband or father. Let me know in the comments.
Okay guys, so you have watched that video. There is a lot to go into and break down in that video, right? But here's what I'm gonna do, right? We're gonna break down the video and then I'm gonna give you my take on it, right? And at the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you how you know a girl really cares for you, right? And the things that she should be doing for you to go, okay, maybe I should spend more time on this one. All right, so that's very important. So stay tuned to the end of this video to hear that. So let's kind of break down what she's talking about, right? Because there's a lot of things wrong with what she's saying, right? And let me make this very clear. It is okay for anybody to want what they want, right? It's okay for anybody to want what they want, no matter how delusional it will be, right? But here's my thing. I don't want you guys watching me to fall for this kind of nonsense, because it is nonsense. First off, she's telling her female viewers, let the guy that is proposing to you spend 20 to 50K on your ring, or the cost of his car on your ring. First off, not many people in the United States can drop 20 to 50K on a ring, right? Just boom, drop it like that and it's okay. And still have money for the wedding. Not a lot of people have that kind of money, right? Maybe 5% of the population will have that kind of money, but not most men, right? So that in itself just lets you know how delusional and just how not even based in reality her numbers are, okay? The second part is, what happened to unconditional love? I thought this whole narrative was that the media was making us believe that, oh, you know what? Marriage is about unconditional love and women just want unconditional love. Sounds to me that her love has conditions on it, right? Sounds to me very much that her love has conditions on it. She's telling her lady viewers, look, if he cannot spend upwards of $50,000 on your ring, he's not ready to be a husband. Are you serious? That is not even based in reality. Like, there is no love there, right? That seems to me like a more transactional interaction. And to my knowledge, that is pretty illegal, right? Because she says, if anything happens and the wedding doesn't go through, at least, ladies, you have $50,000 for your troubles and for your time. So if I'm paying a woman for her time, doesn't that make her something else? Right? And that's illegal the last time I checked, right? Paying a woman for her time is illegal last time I checked, right? So guys, I don't want you to get, the point of this is, I don't want you to get into a situation where you are dealing with a woman that you're dealing with an ongoing, but unless that's your agreement, then hey, you know what, it is what it is. I'm not here to judge you, all right? But if this is a woman that you quote unquote love, or a woman that you're dealing with, and she's saying, oh, you know what, you need to give me this to get this, then you should not be dealing with that kind of woman, right? There are women out there that will actually make you invest so much, right? This is how women trap men. They will get a man to invest in them so much, financially, time-wise, that he is committed so much into this interaction that he will do just about anything to make sure that this interaction works. And this is something I don't want you guys to get into. Never be too invested in a woman. Look, when you're dealing with a woman, right, make sure that the investment is both ways. She is investing as much into you as you are investing into her. Because, guys, remember, desire cannot be negotiated, right? Trust me, if a woman is not attracted to you, it doesn't matter how much money you spend on her, how much time you invest, it is not going to make her like you anymore. Okay? If she sees you as a financial ATM or a financial safety net, that is all you are going to be. Right? Yeah, she will give you the poom poom, but it wouldn't be that be that top tier vajayjay, man. It will not be that top tier vajayjay. And that's what you want. That's what you want. The top tier vajayjay is what we all want. Right? We don't want that, oh, I gotta give him some so that he can keep paying for my lifestyle of a JJ. That JJ, you don't want that one, right? That's why I tell you guys, look, in the Western world nowadays, marriage is to me, is an extortion scheme between the woman, the government, and the lawyers. Because remember, guys, you have to understand one thing. Why do I say this? You have to understand, why do a lot of women want men that make more money than them and want to get into marriages? But yet, 70% of people who file for divorces are women. So you're telling me that women want marriages overwhelmingly, right? But they are more likely to file for divorce, and they only want to get married to a man that makes more than them? Why is that? Why is that? Because if you look closely at marriage laws, especially in Western world, whoever makes more in the marriage, whether man or woman, right? When that contract, which it is, when that contract and that marriage contract is over, the person that makes more will have to pay spousal support to the other person. Hence why more women want men that make more money than them when they get married. So that, look guys, so that when they get into the marriage and they just don't feel happy, they can leave the marriage, right? Why? Because we live in a society where we have made it okay for the woman that you're dealing with not to be as invested in the relationship as you are. Think about it. If someone is not as invested into something as you are, what is the incentive for them to make it work? Think about it. What is the incentive? She can be the most charming feminine woman, and then once you guys get married, she's like, well, it's up to you. You can stay married or you can give me half of your stuff, but I'm not cooking your meals. I'm not cleaning the house. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. So it's up to you, right? So guys, that's why I always tell you, if you're dealing with a woman, right? And for me, marriage is out of the question, especially with the laws the way they are, right? Marriage is out of the question, right? But if you're saying that you want to be married or you want to be dealing, I personally say I would have a rotation, right? I have a rotation. But here is how I deal with my rotation and the woman that I deal with, right? I have to make sure that she is as much invested in me as I am invested in her. And that has to do with time, money, right? If she is not invested in me, she has no skin in the game, as it were, right? She has no skin in the game. She's not going to be as feminine. She's not going to be submissive. She's not going to be cooperative. Why? Because she has nothing to lose. So she has no skin in this interaction between me and her. She can take it or leave it. But if a woman is invested in you, right? If she is invested in you and she has some skin in the game, she's put time into you, she's spent money on you, bought you gifts, to taking you out on trips, she is less likely to be actually uncooperative or less, Now, she's a woman, so obviously she's going to get out of hand sometimes, right? But that you have to keep that masculine frame and rein her in, right? But the more she's invested in you, the more you are gonna get that hot burning desire from her, right? And that was what I was gonna tell you at the end of the video, actually. If you want to know a woman likes you, you will see it from her personal investment, her time investment, right? The way she spends money on you. This is, and I'm not saying that she becomes the sole spender, that she has to pay for all the dates. No, you know, she pays for some, you pay for some, right? You go to her place sometimes, she comes to your place, right? She pays for some trips, you pay for some trips. You take her out on her birthday, she takes you out on your birthday. You buy her some gifts, she buys you gifts. You see what I'm talking about? There is some investment there. She knows that she got some skin in the game, right? But if it's just you spending, I mean, come on, guys. You know? Look, guys, I have coached guys that when they first came to me, it was ridiculous. I'm like, how many dates have you been on with this girl? Oh, you know, we've been dating for like a month and a half. Okay, so have you guys smashed? Well, you know, she wants to take it slow. After a month and a half, and then he wonders, oh, why isn't she answering my call? Why is she taking too long to reply to my texts? You know? Here's the thing. She has no incentive to keep talking to you. Because why? You have too much skin in the game. You spend so much. Because she knows that you're going to keep pursuing until you get that pum pum. Why? Because most guys don't want to feel like they got had. Most guys don't want to feel like they lost money. So what would they do? So instead of cutting their losses, they keep throwing money at it, throwing money at her, time, effort, investing. Now you're trapped. That's why most women file for, back to the whole marriage thing, that's why most women file for divorces. Because the guy is the one that has invested. Let's say he is dumb enough to spend $20,000 on the ring. He is dumb enough to pay for the wedding, the whole wedding, right? He's dumb enough to take care of her and her freaking kid, right? He makes more money than her. Now he's invested in that. He's solely invested in that. Tell me. And he knows if he breaks up with her or divorces her, because now, obviously, she's not acting right after a while, right? Attraction fades. So now she's not acting like the way she's supposed to. But he knows, man, I can't break up with this woman or file for divorce unless I'm going to be ruined. So now he's trapped. But then the woman goes, you know what? I don't feel happy. I know I wanted the $20,000 ring, and I know I wanted the magical wedding, and I know I wanted him to propose to me, but you know what? I'm not happy. Brad makes me happy. You know what? And if I divorce now, I can get half, and I can get spousal support. So you know what? Screw it. Guys, so remember, the part of this video, guys, remember, you have to protect yourself. Understand that if you're dealing with a woman, she has to be invested in the interaction as much as you are invested in that interaction. If a woman really likes you, she will invest in you. And if a woman is not willing to invest in you, you have to cut her off. Okay, guys? Guys, that is the video for today. If you have not already, subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos, guys. Hit this video with a like. I would really appreciate it. Guys, any comments that you guys have, questions, concerns, let me know in the comment sections below. I love interacting with you guys down there, okay? Peace.